Hi, it's Alan Rosenberg, and welcome to another edition of the Alan Rosenberg Show. You know, I work retail, and around this time of the year, I listen to the same Christmas songs playing in the retail store over and over again. They're fine. I like them. I love the Christmas season, as most people do, but I'm going to tell you my favorite Christmas rock songs, and I think they'll be a great addition to your playlist around this time of the year. So, without further ado, here are 10 of my favorite Christmas songs that I guarantee you will love if you don't know them. Really, not in any particular order, but my number one by far is by the Kinks, and it's Father Christmas. Only Ray Davies would write a song like this. Basically, it's about a storefront Santa Claus who gets mugged by a bunch of kids because they have no money. Their father or parents don't have jobs and they have no money. And they're like, Santa Claus, give us some money. We don't need any of your presents. It's a classic song and it's a rockin' tune. If you have never heard the Kinks' Father Christmas, it's a bonus track on the Misfits CD. There it is, Father Christmas. You'll also find it on a bunch of their compilation albums. Here's one called Come Dancing with the Kinks. You need to hear Father Christmas. It's the most fun Christmas song you'll ever hear. Also, kind of in the dark end, probably my number two favorite Christmas song is by the Pogues. And you can find it on this album, If I Should Fall from Grace with God. It is the classic that is the biggest Christmas song in the history of the UK. There it is, Fairy Tale of New York. It literally goes like top 10 every year in the United Kingdom, but it's virtually, I think, pretty much unknown here. You got to hear it. It's about a guy who gets arrested in New York, I believe it is, and he's in the drunk tank for being drunk, and he's thinking about his younger days when he had happier Christmases, and it's a duet with Kirsty MacColl. It's an amazing track, Fairy Tale of New York by the Pogues. My number three, well, everybody knows it. It's Bruce Springsteen, and it was the flip side of the My Hometown 45. His version of Santa Claus is Coming Down, which was recorded live back in 1975. It's a perennial classic, and I never get tired of hearing that. I also never get tired of hearing this one. You'll find it on a bunch of John Lennon compilations. Of course, it was a classic single. There it is. Happy Christmas. Happy Xmas, War is Over. It's just an amazing track, and it deserves to be a perennial classic, and it's one I never get tired of hearing. This one is interesting because it was originally on the Pretenders' third album called Learning to Crawl, and it was written, she wrote it about her deceased guitarist, James Honeyman Scott. It's a song called 2,000 Miles. I don't understand it. Somebody explained it to me. It has become a perennial Christmas classic, and it's a beautiful, beautiful song. I love it. Here's the UK 45 of it. It's actually gone on to become, if not the biggest Pretender song ever, it's way, way up there. And it's a Christmas song classic. But I don't really know why, except the video was filmed like in fake snow, and it's a terrible, terrible video. It's like a bear in the snow. So it's like a Christmas song, but I don't really think it has much to do with Christmas. But maybe I'm wrong. Great song, though. Here's another one. I love this one. This is a UK 45 of Jethro Tull, and it's called Ring Out Solstice Bells. This is a great, great Tull song that I love. It was originally, where is it? It was originally on this album, the Songs from the Wood album, which is my favorite Tull album. Kind of a lost buried track there, Ring Out Solstice Bells. But it's a great Tull song. Another great track that I love, kind of, some people might think it's kind of hokey, but I love it, was Do They Know It's Christmas by Band Aid. This was, I think it was a year before the USA for Africa, We Are the World. But this song still stands up. This is a great classic track that, featured, there it is, Duran Duran and Culture Club and Phil Collins and all these 80s people, including U2. Bono does a great vocal on it. But Do They Know It's Christmas still sounds really, really good. Another one I love was originally on this Emerson, Lake and Palmer collection called Works Volume 2, and it's really a solo track from Greg Lake, who has one of the most beautiful voices. Love his voice, and his perennial classic, "I Believe in Father Christmas." I love hearing that one. And finally, last but not least, Chuck Berry's classic "Run Rudolph Run," but I love the raw version by Keith Richards. This was a solo single back in 1978, and Keith Richards doing "Run Rudolph Run." It's kind of a throwaway, but I totally like it. In fact, the flip side is great, which was his version of "The Harder They Come." This was original single from 1978. I think he did a new version, put out a new version for Record Store Day this year, but I'm not a big Record Store Day guy. Anyway, there's my selections. I guarantee all of those songs are amazing. You'll love them. Put them on your Christmas playlist, and it's something different that you don't hear all the time. That's for sure. Two other suggestions. There's a million Christmas albums out there. Two of them that I really, really like is this one. This is the Jethro Tull Christmas album, believe it or not. You like Jethro Tull put out a Christmas album? They did, and it's actually really, really good. They do all these Christmas tracks. In fact, the track I was just talking about, Ring Out Solstice Bells, is on there. But this is a really cool listen. Curl up by a fireplace. I don't have a fireplace, but if I had one, that would be a good one to put on. And then the ever-popular classic from Phil Spector, "A Christmas Gift for You," is just an amazingly great Christmas album. With the Ronettes and "Darling in Love" and the Crystals, and a lot of these songs. This is a great classic collection as well. Most importantly, I wish you all a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year and Happy Holidays, and stay safe. And if you enjoy my videos, please hit subscribe. Check the other ones out. Tell your friends. And hope all's well. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great one.